It happened 30 minutes after takeoff, 35,000 feet above Georgia. In Seat 3A of Horizon Airlines Flight 227 from Atlanta to Los Angeles, Naomi Carter sat quietly, cradling her 6-month-old son, Elijah. Her dark skin glistened softly beneath the dim cabin lights. The child cooed softly, nestling into the warmth of her chest, unaware of the storm about to erupt. Down the aisle stormed Brittany Sloane, a blonde flight attendant in her early 40s, crisp uniform ironed into submission, lips pinched with control. Her eyes landed on Naomi and the baby, and in a blink, something cruel twisted across her face. "Keep that kid quiet or take him back to economy," she hissed, voice sharp as a paper cut. Naomi blinked. "Excuse me," but she didn't have a chance to finish. Brittany's open palm cracked across Naomi's cheek with a violence that echoed through the first-class cabin. The sound cut through the soft hum of the engines. Elijah whimpered in confusion. Passengers froze. A few gasped. One man dropped his tablet. Another woman reached for her phone, hands trembling as she hit record. And then the intercom came alive. A calm, low voice echoed overhead. "This is Daniel Carter, CEO of Horizon Airlines." Brittany Sloane finished. The cabin went dead silent. Passengers turned, jaws dropping. Brittany's confidence vanished like air from a punctured tire. "You," she stammered, eyes scanning the ceiling like the voice had descended from the heavens. "This is some kind of prank, right?" Naomi didn't move. Her cheek burned with the sting of the slap, but her gaze remained steady. Calm, powerful. Her silence was louder than screams. Brittany tried to recover. "Some passengers are playing games," she said with a forced laugh, waving her hand. But the intercom crackled again, this time a different voice firm, clipped. "Brittany Sloane, this is Captain Reagan. That was Daniel Carter. Report to the galley." Now, all control drained from Brittany's face. Her mouth parted. No words came. She turned and walked, heels stiff and loud on the carpet. Naomi rocked Elijah gently, eyes following Brittany's retreat. Passengers whispered. One murmured, "She just hit the CEO's wife." Another shook her head, still filming. The curtain swished shut behind Brittany. Seconds later, raised voices spilled from behind it. "You hit Daniel Carter's wife," the captain snapped. "She provoked me. She shouldn't even be up here. You're suspended. Be grateful you're not in cuffs." Back at her seat, Naomi pressed her fingers gently to her cheek. The pain was real, but it paled next to what she'd felt too many times before: doubt, suspicion, injustice. She didn't flinch. Not anymore. A young flight attendant, tread hair, freckles, barely 20, approached with a blanket and water. "I'm so sorry," she whispered. "For everything." Naomi nodded. "It's not your fault." Minutes passed. Passengers returned to their seats. One by one, they dared to meet Naomi's eyes. Some nodded. One teen in a hoodie gave her a quiet thumbs up. A woman in the next row offered a shy smile. Then, a woman across the aisle gasped. "Oh my God," she whispered. "Look at this." She turned her phone to Naomi. The video had gone viral. Brittany's slap frozen in time. The title, "Racist Flight Attendant Slaps CEO's Wife." The view count surged. 10,000, 30,000, 50,000. Naomi felt the weight of the validation, the exposure, the danger. Because Brittany wasn't done. In the galley, Brittany paced like a trapped animal. Her phone buzzed. From Union Rep, "We've got your back. Push the narrative now." She typed fast. Passenger became aggressive. "I acted in defense. Now I'm being targeted because her husband is the CEO. Reverse discrimination. I need help. Send." She grinned. Her followers would believe her. By the time the plane began its descent into LA, Brittany's post was trending on X. Support poured in from all the wrong corners of the internet. Naomi's peaceful moment shattered. A junior attendant rushed to her seat, phone trembling. "You need to see this." Brittany's lies flooded the screen, attacked in first class. Baby screaming. Mother out of control. Suspended for doing my job. Below, comments swarmed. "Fire the real aggressor. Welfare queen. She probably got that seat for free." Naomi's heart sank. By the time the plane touched down, the airline had a full-blown PR war on its hands. The terminal buzzed. A crowd formed at the gate, not passengers, but protesters. "Go back to coach," one man yelled. "She attacked a worker," a woman screamed. Signs waved, "Justice for Brittany. No special treatment." Naomi clutched Elijah tighter. Security formed a wall around her, but the mob pressed forward. Shouts turned into slurs. Phones filmed every second. Then came a voice. Low, powerful. "Get away from my wife." Daniel Carter. He strode into the chaos like a storm in a suit. 6'4". Furious. Determined. He parted the mob like the Red Sea, wrapped an arm around Naomi, and lifted Elijah gently. Enough. He turned to Brittany, who had just emerged from the jet bridge. "You're fired." Effective immediately. Brittany stepped forward, face pale. "You can't do that." Daniel didn't flinch. "You assaulted my wife. Smeared her. Try to start a war. You're done." Security dragged Brittany away, screaming, "You'll regret this." But Naomi knew it wasn't over. Not yet. Later that night, their home address leaked online. A brick crashed through their window. Death threats poured in. 3 days later, Naomi was arrested at the airport charged with assault. A doctored video had surfaced, cut to make her look like the aggressor. Brittany's union went on the offensive. The cops handcuffed her in front of Elijah. Daniel screamed, "This is a setup." The video went viral again, but this time, twisted. The tide had turned. Naomi sat in jail, bruised, separated from her baby. Her mugshot flashed across news channels. The court of public opinion turned savage. Daniel fought like hell. He called his legal team, hired investigators, hacked into backup servers, found the real footage. Meanwhile, Naomi recorded a message from jail. Her voice was soft but strong. Her bruised cheek on camera. Her words honest. "She hit me. She lied. She tried to erase me. But I'm still here." The internet listened. Her video reached 5 million views in days. Protesters now stood outside the jail, not against her, but for her. The judge dropped the charges. She walked free. But Brittany had already planted her final trap. A hitman. A motel. A bomb planted under Naomi's car. It exploded. Naomi, Daniel, and Elijah barely escaped alive, sheltering in a maintenance shed behind the hotel while fire devoured their vehicle. Daniel fought the hitman. Naomi rigged a trap. Together, they took him down. And this time, it was all on camera. Every punch, every drop of blood, every second of survival. The hitman's phone led directly to Brittany. She was arrested, screaming like a banshee. Her union severed ties. Her manifesto, Likita hateful, racist screed she planned to publish if the hit failed. She was done. And Naomi? Naomi took the podium a week later. Her bruises visible. Her son in her arms. Her voice unwavering. She ended her speech with this. "Brittany tried to burn my life down because I dared to sit in first class with my child. She tried to silence me, to erase me. But here I am." And then came Daniel's final move. He stepped up. "I've led Horizon long enough. It's time for a change." He turned to his wife. Naomi Carter is the new CEO of Horizon Airlines. Gasps filled the room. Headlines erupted. From victim to survivor. From mother to mogul. From first-class passenger to the woman who now runs the skies. Naomi Carter stood tall, her baby on her hip, and smiled. "Hate doesn't fly with us anymore.